Who else is over 2020? We're living through a global pandemic that has forced us to change the way we live our lives. And one aspect of it that is likely impacting us more than the actual virus might be is feeling lonely or isolated. Did you know that the lack of social connection impacts our health worse than smoking and obesity does? Being socially connected means you have people you can laugh with or confide in when times are tough. It's a sense of belonging, and in a time of quarantines and lockdowns, it's more important than ever to have those connections. That's the beautiful thing about Southeast is we're all connected in some way. I couldn't tell you the amount of times I made friends with somebody and our parents knew each other from back in the day, and now our kids are going to school together. Generations of families continue to live in Southeast Colorado Springs because this is the one part of the city where we feel like we belong.
My father was military, and we got settled at Fort Carson, and my mom and dad bought the house on Monterey Road, and I was 2 years old, and we all have been living here ever since. You know, I still live in the house. I own the house. I went to Monterey, Carmel, and Harrison. Back in the day, Brianna had the same kindergarten teacher that I had. I remember it snowing a lot and us hanging out, and either went up to Carmel and went sledding behind the school or up on Pinnacle.
Riding our bikes around the neighborhood, and I don't remember when it was. When was it, like D&D's?
Yeah,
you always get French fries after school.
Yeah, you always went and got French fries and stuff down there.
I love being able to see and hear things that my mom has done, and like you having pictures of our house like forever ago, like that's cool that we can see the change. So it's just nice being able to stay in the same place and seeing the change for myself.
I don't know, I think I like it because I'm still in the home I was raised in.
Oh, Mom.
And just losing my mom wasn't easy, you know, October 28th. And I can carry that on with my kids. My kids can be here, my grandkids can be here, and they'll always have a home to come to. And they know our neighbors, you know, so it's a family. We're family. We stick by each other.
I'm so Southside that I've been going to Harrison and Sierra games before I can even remember. I remember it used to shut the city down. It would be on the news, it would be on the radio. Let's bring that back, Southside.
You know you Southside when you go down to the ocean down here in the K-Land. There's so many memories down there. Graffiti galore, like it's art.
You know you're from the Southeast side when you know that Helen Hunt was not originally Helen Hunt where it is now. It used to be John Adams. It used to be John Adams Elementary School, and I remember because it closed down when I was in the 3rd grade.
I'm so Southside. I used to get whoopings for sneaking behind the Kmart in K-Land to ride my bike on the hill.
I'm so Southside. I remember this was a ditch. That was Cub Foods. Everybody used to come and kick it with the car shows, all the essays. They had the 99 cent scoop.
I know I am a Southside Harrison School District mom 20 plus years ago, to live in an area where you can look across the street in an empty lot 20 plus years ago, and now it is the Southside Family Center. This building was built in 2002. I know because I was one of the original ones that was on the committee to help build it. It takes all of us to build this community. Southeast strong.
Hello, my name is Devon Washington. I'm a college athlete at Colorado State, and I wrote this poem called The Hard Year. Listen up. A hard year always begins like the best year. A year filled with stimulus checks, checking on you more often, where dead presidents help you live above the pencil sketch line of poverty, where communities are separated by codes and street names and connected by the digital waves engulfed with uniqueness, with highs as mighty as mountains and lows as dark as midnight. Full of diversity, but yet reminded of the harsh reality we all rent. A city of kids with endless potential and full of kids who could use an opportunity. Colorado Springs may not be the haves or the have-nots, but judges and perceptions limit what opportunities we need to succeed. Broken families are shadowed by privilege dynamics, plagued by the inspiration of the sky that we all shoot for. Colorado Springs is a city of dreams, planted in the garden of gods, and together we raise the peak that hangs our history, that my life actually means something. Colorado Springs is a city of potential, so tell me, what's your dream?
Culture is one of the most exciting elements that our Southeast community brings. We have so many different languages, exposures to food. We have cultural events that are really bringing and highlighting all the various diverse communities of color in Southeast Colorado Springs.
So during the pandemic, we've been able to provide different community events to help bring the community together here within the southeast side of town. We've been able to put on a fall festival, Respect My Vote. We did a community vision boards at the park, and we just wanted to provide a safe way that you can still connect with your neighbor, connect with people of the community, and still feel safe. Our generation, we want to see that change, and we want to be able to pass it down to the next generation. Here in the southeast side, we're survivors. We know how to survive. We don't need someone coming in necessarily telling us how to do it. We know how to survive already. So I think there's a lot of people that are strong in this area. Sometimes we lack the resources, but once we have those resources, you see a lot of people do amazing things down in this area, especially with the food pantries. People are coming together to do that. There's a lot of backpack giveaways. There's new organizations that are forming just so that they can give back to people in the community. It's a community and they want to be a part of something bigger than who they are. They want to be able to help their neighbors, help the kids down the street.
It was big in this community to see us or see Sierra kids hanging out, and every Friday we would go to the Boys and Girls Club. We spent hours in there playing against each other, and this is kids that we're supposed to be rivals with, but it was more of like, hey, we're doing the same thing, we live in the same community, let's hang out. Everybody would support everybody. So you go out there and watch a tennis game, go watch a soccer game. Like, that kind of atmosphere has to come back in order for us to change this community.
Health equity is addressing the individual, but is influencing an entire environment, a community, and we have to do it together. Our community is one that brings multiple perspectives, multiple personalities, and huge opportunity. And we need to be able to keep that momentum going and engage and excite and inspire more residents to be a part of that change.